Hi, my name is Lauren, and this is my heroic imagination project for Intro to Psych, fall 2020. So first off, I just want to talk about what makes a hero, and according to Dr. Philip Zimbardo, he says that being a hero is all about being a non-bystander. So this means sticking up for others, speak out when you see something wrong, and don't assume that someone else has helped. And he kind of formed this idea about what makes a hero out of the Stanford prison experiment, which he um, created and executed. And this is just a way to ensure that you are always being considerate of others and like conscious of things going on around you, and that you're not just being compliant when things are going wrong or things are not um, being done right by other people. And I would also like to add that what makes a hero is also using your talents to be a non bystander. Um, so there are some heroes to me personally that I think are both being a non bystander and using their talents to do that. And an example of this is Sister Karita Kent. She was a nun and an artist who used her talents as an artist to kind of create protest and activist works against poverty, racism, and injustice. So she not only used her voice, but she also used her talents as an artist and her faith, her Catholic faith, and things from the Bible and stuff like that to get her message across about just like with activism and things like that. And I also think this just relates to everything today going on with like the Black Lives Matter movement and stuff, of a lot of everyday heroes who are speaking their voice and making their voices heard through protesting and through creating signs. But she really does it in a great way of marrying her talent as an artist and her voice and compassion for others. So another hero to me, this is a personal hero, is my grandmother. My grandfather is also a big hero in my life, but we only have so much time. um, and Dr. B, I know you said that you didn't want us to talk about our parents, but this is a step, just one step removed from talking about my parents, who are also consequently heroes as well to me. But she was really remarkable in everything that she did. So she used her gifts and talents of compassion, care, intelligence, grace, and motherly instincts to help others. Um, so, along with just being a mother and everything else, she started a NICU in St. Louis when her and my grandfather were stationed there. She was also a mother to 8 kids that all went on to become successful adults and great parents. And she was instrumental in starting the computer lab and kindergarten program at my grade school in Northern Kentucky. And her and my grandfather had a loving marriage and were married for 50 plus years and built an amazing life together. And she was a grandmother to 25 grandkids. And she said her biggest claim to fame is her grandkids. And she battled cancer, but she never let it take away from her loving and giving spirit. So this is just, she was really an example to me of just honing in on your talents and using them for the greater good, and using them to not only help your kids, but just help everyone around you, and just be a great person and really show care and compassion, and use your intelligence and everything to help other people in any way that you can. So, an example that I really wanted to share recently that happened to me that was about being a non bystander was this was like a few weeks ago after we had really just learned about bystander phenomenon. A man who was across the street from me, I live on Ludlow, and I was getting off the shuttle. I saw this man like collapse, and I kind of waited for him to get back up or anything, and he did, and then he collapsed again. And I looked around and no one was really doing anything. Like, people saw him obviously, and he was like obviously in a state of distress and was not like doing well, but no one was really like helping him. or whatever. So I ended up like running over and seeing if he was okay and like stopping to help him a little bit. And because I was there, like someone else came up too and called 911 and he was able to get to a hospital. But it was just really weird because I saw like the bystander effect in action of people just kind of walking past him, not really knowing what to do. Like it wasn't harmful or anything, but like malintent or anything, but people just didn't stop to help. And I ran up and was helping him because I think the bystander thing was very forefront in my mind and I wanted to help him. Um, and just how I imagine myself as a hero moving forward, I really want to take my talents and use them to help other people through like arts administration and curatorial work and being an artist and using my voice in that way to lift others up and um, just never be complicit in the suffering of others and to never be just a bystander. Thank you so much.